There's a Bill Parcells quote that says, "You are what your record says you are." Okay? Well, the New York Jets are a 2-6 football team that has lost 5 games in a row. They've lost to the likes of Bo Nix. They've lost to Russell Wilson, Sam Darnold. They're losing to Drake May, and they lost to Jacoby Brissett. Now, I'm an old fan, man, and I go back a long way. I know bad football when I see it, and I know losing organizations when I see it. And I go back, I had season tickets for the Rich Kotite years. This is worse than the Rich Kotite years. When you look at the assembly of talent and how poorly they're performing and the underachieving and the lack of discipline, the lack of passion, the lack of coaching, the lack of leadership, it is a bona fide dumpster fire with no light at the end of the tunnel at all. You can trust the process. You can embrace the rebuild. When you don't trust the decision maker up top, Woody Johnson, and then you realize that you have to hire a new general manager, a new coach, and you need a quarterback all over again, there's no end to this. It is never going to end. And today has to be as embarrassing as it gets when you're, with glimmer of hope in your season is left, you come out and play this kind of shit football, which was pathetic, and actually accentuated all the problems in the organization and on this team on and off the field. You look at the first quarter. They wasted 3 timeouts in the first quarter. They were taking delayed games. Like, they look like they're so unprepared. They don't know what in the fuck they're doing. And that comes with Aaron Rodgers as well. Like, they just can't get the plays in. They can't run them off. The plays make no sense. And what little good they do, they find ways to undo it with stupidity. It's wild, man. I cannot believe it. There is not one facet of this team you could have faith in and confidence in. There's nothing you can hang your hat on. They're not likable. It's not a team like, at least they have this. There is nothing likable with this team at all. Like, you saw what you watched today, and you watched today, it's like, are you kidding me? Like, the fans deserve better than this. This is an organization that, keep in mind, for their season ticket holders who've been punished for a decade, they raise ticket prices when you don't even know who the fucking general manager, coach, or quarterback's even going to be next year. Can you imagine the audacity of doing that? Who in the hell wants to pay to see this shit? And you watch today and you're like, like your big players in big spots come up short. Whether it's Rodgers, penalties, Sauce Gardner, whoever it is, they all contributed. This is an organization that preached accountability and kept a fucking kicker that hasn't made kicks in weeks. He's been a liability for a month. If you want to be honest, he's been a liability since preseason, and it came back to haunt you today. When he missed the point after, you're like, you know what? Here we go again. Then he missed a field goal. The Jets deserve this. They deserve this smack in the face to make them realize that, you know what? You're nowhere near as good as you think you are. You're actually going in the wrong direction fast, and you have no more believers and you have no more supporters because you don't deserve them. You really don't. They're to the point where you get a touchdown, you rightfully go for 2, and you get a delay a game on that. Like, what? Then you have your defense, which is trying to will their way to close out the game. You have a 3rd and 9 with Jacoby Brissett. He runs for 14 yards. Like, this is the staple of this defense is bend, don't break until the fourth quarter, then they break. The offense, a rudderless ship with talent that doesn't really care. Aaron Rodgers, nowhere near the leader that he says he is. Devontae Adams tried, too little, too late. Reddick showed up, so what? It's over. This is your same old Jets. This is worse than the Kotite Jets. And now you have to look at your season's over by Halloween, way before the trade deadline. And if you had any kind of confidence in your organization, you'd be sellers. But the problem is you have people making decisions that aren't even going to be here next year. It's truly a rudderless ship. What do? You know what you do? You give up. I give up. I'm done. They've broken me. There's no reason to watch the rest of the season because when you watch other games, it's so much more enjoyable. It's actually competent NFL football. The Jets are just amateurs. This is a Mickey Mouse fucking organization that doesn't know their ass from their elbow, and it's never going to change. You could bring in fucking Rodgers, whoever you want, any quarterback you want, it's not going to make a difference when the problems start at top and trickle their way all the way down. And don't tell me about, well, Vrabel can say this. He's not coming here. There is no fucking coach worth their merit in the NFL says, you know what? I want to take on the Jet job and save this culture. I want to save this organization. You can't do it because you know what? All these highly paid players, you need a legitimate guy like Sean Payton, Harbaugh, like a hard-nosed, established guy to say, you know what? I want full power of your organization. Woody Johnson, you shut the fuck up and just pay the checks, and that's it. Those guys ain't coming here. So you're either going to get some first-time head coach that you'll recycle in 3 years to fire him, or you bring back Rex Ryan. Nobody else wants this job. Nobody does. What else is there to say? That's my game breakdown. We suck. It's not going to get any better. If you're a Jet fan, don't go to games. Sell your tickets to opposing fans. Stop giving this team your money. Stop giving this team your energy. They're just not worth it.